AVtv is a product of the AV journalism class produced for the students of Amador Valley High School. The views expressed on the show do not represent the views of AVHS teachers, admin, or PUSD personnel.
Good morning, Dons, and welcome back to school. Today's Thursday, August 12th, and this is our first AVtv of the year. I'm Layla, and I'm one of your AV journalism editors this year. We're so excited to be back up and running, and we have a lot of plans to bring you a great show every Thursday during your advisory period. So, what can you expect from AVtv this year? Well, we've got all the school news you need to know, and with all the wacky things still going on in the world, you definitely need to know what's going on here. We will also have segments about students and teachers on campus, segments about events around town, and we have special segments all about food, entertainment, sports, events, and music. So make sure you tune in every Thursday. Let's get started today with some big news about food on campus. Did you know that all students can receive free breakfast and lunch this year? And there's no application required. But the school would like everyone to fill out a meal application to help support district funding and to help you continue to receive other benefits for your family if you need them. Just go to bit.ly/3im5pcc to fill out the application. Remember, bit.lys are case sensitive, so the L has to be lowercase. All students can get one free breakfast and one free lunch every day. Now, if you want more information about lunches, please visit our school nutrition website at pusd.edu.info/CNS. Next up today is an announcement about Spirit wear. Dons, do you have Spirit? You've been gone for over a year. Did you grow out of your AV t-shirts? Are you new and don't even have an AV t-shirt yet? Then it's time to order your Spirit wear, and you need to do it now because Spirit wear orders through Future Fund will close tomorrow. Dons, it's time for us to show our spirit again. Just go to bit.ly/2xc8ewm to place your order today. Now, let's watch a Q&A segment we put together with AV Principal Mr. Butterfield. We know a lot of you have questions about coming back to school, so we went out and had students ask Mr. Butterfield questions about school. Let's check this out.
Mr. Butterfield, I'm fully vaccinated, so why do I have to wear a mask?
That's a great question. So right now, the health department for the state of California is requiring all schools to implement a mask policy. So that comes down all the way from the state health department level and then goes locally through our Alameda County Health Department also. So Alameda County Health also re-implemented a mask policy for all indoors, school or not. But the state health department requires all K through 12 schools to have everybody in a mask to start the school year.
Mr. Butterfield, will we have rallies and dances this year? And if so, what will they look like?
Well, we're monitoring the health guidance that comes out, and that's always changing. So, like for example, last year the health guidance changed probably 27 times throughout the course of the school year. So as we're starting the school year, we know that specific school-based activities like rallies, we can probably hold those. We might have to modify them so it's smaller groups of kids, not a full school-wide all at once. But we're looking for guidance for those. And for right now, big social events like dances are on pause. But we're keeping those plans in place just in case the guidance changes that allows it to happen.
Butterfield, can we go to games this year? And if yes, can we go to games at other schools?
So every school is a little bit different. So different school districts might have different policies. And because our East Bay Athletic League spans multiple counties, different counties can have different guidance also. So for example, if you go to San Ramon School, Contra Costa County might have different guidance than Alameda County Health. Right now, we're hopeful and anticipating that we can have full spectators, including students at athletic events. But CIF and the counties haven't released specific guidance right now. So we're preparing and planning and optimistic that we'll be able to have spectators at those events. But we are also kind of monitoring to see if those changes might happen also.
If you're a junior or senior and would like to be a TA, AVID tutor, or special education tutor, please complete the form found at bit.ly/2VLL04H. TA requests will be processed next week. Please attend your classes as scheduled until you've seen the change in queue. Now we have a really important announcement for anyone who drives to school. Let's go to Ashley for information about parking.
Good morning, Dons. AV parking is going to be a little different this year due to the fact that the construction for the new building on campus has taken away some of the parking spots. As of today, only seniors who purchased parking permits should be parked on campus. Students with parking permits must park in their assigned spots only. Seniors received an email and had a chance to buy their parking permits last week and this week. Later today, an email will go out to juniors for their lottery for the remaining parking spots. Only juniors who already have their driver's license and a car, they can plan to drive to school and can apply for parking permit lottery. Dons, you cannot park in the AV student parking lot unless you have a parking permit and have been assigned a spot. Students parking on campus without a permit will be asked to move their cars and face disciplinary action. Students should also know that the back parking lot is off limits to students for parking and drop-off. Due to the construction, there are safety concerns and only teachers are allowed to park. If you have any questions about parking, go to AmadorValleyToday.org and check out our story about student parking.
Now we have a short segment from our leadership students. Let's check this out.
Hey Dons, I'm Grace.
And I'm Chloe.
And we're from Leadership.
We're here to tell you all about our first Spirit Week, next week.
I'm so excited we are back to school together and actually get to have our first Spirit Week.
It just wouldn't be the same if we couldn't start school and have the Aloha Spirit Week.
Monday is going to be Ocean Day, so wear blue.
Tuesday Spirit Day is Tacky Tourist Day. Make sure to dress up in your tackiest tourist clothes, including socks and sandals, fanny packs, bucket hats, and anything else you have.
Wednesday is Lifeguard and Shark Day. You can either wear lifeguard gear or red or gray clothing.
Thursday Spirit Day is Tie-Dye Day.
And lastly, Friday is Aloha Day. You can wear leis, flip-flops, and floral shirts.
And get ready because we will be having our first school-wide rally on Friday.
And that evening, we will be having our first home football game. Make sure to come and support our school against James Logan in the Purple Pit at 7 p.m. We hope to see you there.
Have a great day, Dons.
Students, if you are hoping to switch your schedule, please remember that there are no schedule changes the first week of school. Changes this first week are only made for students who have an incomplete schedule, like they're missing a class. If you would like to change your schedule, just go to the AV website and fill out the schedule change form. Counselors will start getting back to you next week to work on schedule changes. If you're a senior and would like to have a free first or sixth period, please complete the form found at bit.ly/2xivxjl. Please attend your classes as scheduled until you've seen the change in queue. Please do not go to your counselor this week and ask them to change your schedule. Fill out the form and your counselors will begin contacting students next week. Hey Dons, are you wondering about what all the advisory periods are and how they work? Well, we actually have one advisory period each week and 2 access periods. We have advisory period on Thursday from 10:10 to 10:40. This is when you will watch AVtv and work with your advisory class. There is no movement and you must report to your assigned classroom for advisory period. Then, we have 2 access periods and they take place right after lunch. We have 1 access period on Wednesday and 1 on Thursday. This is when you can see your other teachers, get tutoring for classes, and stuff like that. Usually, you can move around during access, but for the first couple of weeks, the admin are asking us to stay in our assigned classes. Now it's time for AV News Briefs. AV News Briefs are short news bites about news going on around campus. All of these stories can be found on our school news website, Amador Valley Today. Our first news brief today is student orientation. The AV Link crew welcomed hundreds of AV students on campus for tours and orientation on Tuesday. Check out the story online for photos and more information about this event. Our next news brief is about senior sunrise. Many of our AV seniors got up at dawn to celebrate the beginning of their senior year. This is a tradition that last year's seniors had to miss. But this year, the tradition was brought back as students met at Mission Hills Park to celebrate the return to campus and beginning of their senior year. Check out the photo album and story we posted online. And our final news brief is a story about teachers who greeted students on campus on Wednesday morning, wearing black t-shirts and We Support Students badges. For more about this story, check out AmadorValleyToday.org. And that's it for today's news briefs. Well, Dons, that's it for today. Make sure you stay tuned for the birthday grams at the end of the show. We'll see you next Thursday, and we'll have more news, announcements, and profiles. Thanks for joining us, Dons. Our goal is to make sure we keep you connected, and we're so excited to be back this year. And remember, Dons, it's always a beautiful day here at Amador.